Oh my goodness, guys, this chinchin was one of those recipes that I just want to share. You know that type that makes you question all your cooking skills. I mean, I used to be a pro at making chinchin back in the day. Like real pro. My sibling can testify. Honestly. I learned how to make chinchin in my secondary school days. And every festive season, I would show off my skills. Anyway, let me take you guys through these skills. I started by cutting my bananas into tiny pieces. Added 2 eggs and brought out my mixer. So I brought out my mixer and I didn't even realize the blade was not sharp enough. So I couldn't blend the bananas properly. I had to switch to my regular blender to get the job After done. Blending, I added milk, a pinch of salt, baking powder, sugar, nutmeg. Gave it all a good mix until everything got to know each other. Then I added the flour and the margarine. And then I used my hand to, mix the dough until it's the way I wanted it. But I mean, it came out the way it wanted itself. I thought the dough was strong enough, but I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, I set the dough aside to cool off while I prepare for the next level. Then I dusted my mouth with flour, roll out the dough until it was thin. And then I started cutting it into a long strip. And from the long strips, then the smaller pieces. So I used my hands to separate them so they wouldn't stick together. Honestly, guys, you see the frying parts? That was the part that humbled me. Honestly, guys, if someone had told me that I need to practice this thing before, setting my camera, I would have laughed at the person because this used to be like the smallest thing I know how to do. I mean, making chinchin is like singing ABCD song. So you know how simple this used to be. So I poured my oil into my pot, and in my excitement, I threw in the chinchin before the oil was hot enough. Like, who does that? That was the biggest mistake. And then the chinchin came out as custard. So I made a custard chinchin. I don't even know what I was thinking. I kept on frying, thinking that magic will happen. But I mean, anyway, it was so bad, so I had to throw it away. My husband walked in when I was doing it, and the first thing he said was, "God forbid." I couldn't even argue. You know me, I wasn't even giving up, so I started all over again. There is just something behind this chinchin. Do you know, the second time I got it right. But guess what? I forgot to turn on my camera. Can you imagine that? So by the time I realized it, I was already on the 3rd batch. So that's why I showed I brought in the chinchin just to show. Just so you could see the real deal. Anyway, this 3rd batch also had its own drama. I poured too much chinchin into the oil at once. And the oil wasn't enough to handle it. So it almost turned into a custard again. But thankfully, because the oil was really hot, it survived. I kept stirring it until it became golden brown, just the way I wanted. So in the end, I made 3 different types of chinchin in one day. The custard version, the off-camera masterpiece, and the final golden brown redemption Anyway, batch. Would you try my banana chinchin recipe? Or is it a God forbid kind of situation? I hope you enjoy this chaos. I'm gonna bye.